So what you need to do is actually roughly chop some onions.
Ang sarap sa audio sa tenga nung pag nagsaslice ng onions, no? Why didn't we make more, chef? Why didn't we make more? What's up, everybody? This is Enchong Dee, your friendly budgetarian, and today I am very excited to introduce you one of, I hope I can call him my friend. You know, I met him early this year and I have never seen anyone who's as humble as him, and I am just so excited to share with you kung ano man yung ituturo niya sa atin today, and I am very proud to introduce you. Please welcome Chef John C.
Thank you.
Chef
I'm so happy to be back here again, and then knowing you has been one of the very proud moments I have actually. You know, you're one of the celebrities over this period of time that I met, and then to me you came across to me not just as a great person and also as a great friend.
Chef John, before we start, we'll talk about kung saan nagsimula si Chef, kung bakit siya famous sa ating lahat, at alam ko, one way or another, nakilala na natin siya, not specifically him, but through his creation. Today, Chef, what are we going to do?
Rice. I think rice is a staple for people in Singapore, in Philippines. I love rice. You know, I can't live without rice and noodle.
Same. I love rice so much.
So without the ingredients behind this is very simple. You need some actually onions, 1 or 2 number of onions, and then 1 or 2 numbers of salted egg, and then some overnight rice. And then also some very simple local ingredients like your fish sauce,
Patis.
yeah, and then also one of the important ingredients that you might have is actually turmeric.
Turmeric, which
Yeah.
is very healthy, apparently.
It has a lot of health property, and then also a tiny bit of all flavor seasonings, and then a tinge of sugar, and then that's about it. Very simple, very easy.
Naglalaway na ako. I'm already salivating, Chef. I'm so excited for rice.
Okay, so the very first thing you have to do is actually get some onions, be it red or white, okay? And then a lot of people will ask me, John, what is the difference between a red onions and white onions? To me, what happens is that a red onions is actually much more spicier. It has much more flavors, okay? Whereby a white onions is actually sweeter. So what you need to do is actually roughly chop some onions.
Ang sarap sa audio sa tenga nung pag nagsaslice ng onions, no? Okay, for everyone's knowledge, gusto natin malaman kung paano nyo nakilala si Chef. Chef, I wanna ask you, how did the shooting in Crazy Rich Asian came about?
I remember briefly is that as students or in younger days, I love movies. So it always has been a dream to be part of a movie. Seriously, doing movies is a unique experience. You love it and you hate it. When you're doing it, timing is so tight and it's so stressed.
Yes.
But when it finish, you miss it.
I'm so happy kasi nagpahiram sa atin ng Extreme Appliances ng kanilang double induction sa ating shoot today. So Extreme, thank you!
So use a good non-stick pan, 1 teaspoon of cooking oil. And then what happens is before you actually cook, one of the important things is that you must actually test 1 or 2 onions, okay? Very important is when you cook, right, the onions has to be sizzling. The reason is because if it's not, you can't get the flavor out, okay? So the pan have to be always heat up before you cook. Yeah, maybe. One of the things that is actually very refreshing for me is whenever I cook, the sound, the sizzling sound.
Yes.
It brings so much joy.
How will I know if this is ready, if the onions are ready already?
Slightly brown.
Slightly brown. How did you start with your journey with cooking, Chef?
Actually, my dream very back before the earlier days is I want to be a doctor.
Oh, that's a huge jump.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to be a doctor, but the home condition doesn't allow it. Being a doctor means after you finish your A levels back in Singapore, you need maybe another 8 years or 10 years before you can actually become a full-fledged doctor.
Yeah.
And then I don't think financially wise the family can actually do it.
Yeah.
So the next best thing is that my dad is a cook. So a little bit of fish sauce. And then the thing about fish sauce, right, is when the pan is actually hot, you have to put it in, you have to let it burn until almost dry. as you put it, what you want is actually the fragrance of the fish sauce and not the saltiness.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. And let the onions absorb the.
Yes, and then what is actually behind is actually just the fragrance. You smell this. So a good fried rice is not about putting fish sauce onto the rice, but let it, in the process we call it, let it burn. Let it burn, you smell this.
Kaya na pa ako naglalaway. Do I crush this, chef?
Crush this. And then to me, it's like, you see, it brings you, cooking process, right? Before eating, it really brings you so much joy.
And ang kagandahan dito, this is a very easy to make. It's affordable. It's something that you can share it with your friends and with your family also.
It's very comforting.
Very comforting, and you can make lots of it. So sa mga may hilig mag-rice dyan tulad ko, damihan nyo na ang gawa. Chef, I wanna ask, because you asked me to cook the rice yesterday.
Yes.
5 cups of rice and 4 cups of water. Why is that?
For fried rice, you need the texture to be a little bit on the drier side. But to me, it's like you don't have to be specially cooked. If you do have rice at home, you cook a little bit rice for today. We as human, food resources are very limited in the world. We have to do our best not to waste food.
Yes, agree.
Another ingredient that is very important is actually my turmeric. Turmeric, very importantly, as you fried it over heat, the turmeric actually give you the good property whereby it's not just fragrant and color, it also brings you, help people who have joint inflammation, pains and things like that. It actually reduce the pain. It's not just a food, it's also a medicine.
Yes.
And then a tinge of sugar. You ask me, why do I put sugar in my cooking? Okay. Sugar is not to make it sweet, but sometimes when you actually cook, right, the saltiness somehow bites you. It hit your tongue. A little bit of sugar balance up the whole symphony of it.
Naalala ko dati si Mama, sinasabi sa amin, bawal kang tumayo sa pagkainan hanggat hindi mo nauubos yung pagkain. So hanggang ngayon nadala ko siya.
Okay, we smash a little bit more. And then, once the rice goes in, right, one of the tricks of doing good fried rice is do not smash it. A lot of times when we actually see people cook fried rice, they will put a lot of force inside. When you actually put fried rice, what you need to do is actually just lightly toss it. Okay, toss it. Don't smash it, and then lightly break the rice. Okay, don't put anger into it. Here you go.
Chef, I remember you told me the story about when Michelle Yeoh has this scene when she was making the dumplings. How was that experience? Because I know you personally taught her, you personally guided her to make that dumpling.
One of the things I admire artists like you, Michelle Yeoh, and things like that is that you guys put in so much effort. A lot of readers, a lot of fans doesn't understand every scenes, every movie parts. You have to understand the character, feel for the character, and perfect it.
It's nice and it's important how you mentioned that there's a huge role when you prepare food.
Yeah.
You can't be like...
When it comes to seasoning, things like that, cooking comes from the heart. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, to get it. So don't rush. And then a bit of water to actually braise it up. The rice a little bit on the dry side. Yeah. So for this, we're gonna turn up the heat a little bit more. Let the rice char a little bit. So it has, in back in Singapore, we call it wok hei.
Wok hei?
Yeah, which is actually fragrance from the wok that comes up. Okay, so this part let me take over. So you will see that more flavors will go in. We can't rush. A fried rice, never rush a fried rice. Okay, and then to me, it's like, I think fried rice is a national dish. Everywhere, be in Australia, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia, everybody love a good fried rice. And this is actually salted egg. So as you eat, as you toss, you eat a little bit of it. You want to test a little bit? And if you like it spicy, you can cut some red chilies and then put it in, and then slowly go. It's simple, it's simple.
The best thing about fried rice is sometimes you don't need meat anymore. If you were to calculate the amount with the ingredients and all, how much do you think
in Singapore context, I think this will cost me less than $3 for not 1%, for 4%.
4 person, around $3 to $4 probably.
$3 plus.
So parang 30 pesos lang siya per person.
Yeah, and then to me, so most of the items you have it at home already. So literally, there's no reason or excuse that you do not cook at home. There's no reason.
Chef, if I'm like watching now and I want to, in the future, become a chef like you, what advice can you give them?
Everybody is a good cook, a good chef at home. The more you do, the better you get.
And have the freedom to experiment whatever you want to
Yes.
create. I'm so happy that you added the turmeric because it made it healthier. It gave us a different approach to a salted egg fried rice.
It's not just a herb. Okay, it has a lot of health benefit. Turmeric is actually an old traditional medicine. Actually, it's a medicine, and then I highly encourage people to actually put it in your rice, in your noodle, in your soup.
And the good thing about it is it doesn't have a strong taste to actually change the entire
Correct. And then the
dish.
important thing is that if it's been cooked over high heat, the property, the health property double or triple. Okay, I think we are almost there. And then just do a bit of toasting. You want to try this? So what you need to do is that I can teach you a little bit. You actually push it down and then twist it back, twist it back, twist it back. Okay.
Ah!
Yes. No, when your friend sees it, they will. Okay, but back home, right, when you're free, don't do it with real food. Get some onion, garlic, small one, play with it.
Okay.
Trust me, when your friend come for dinner, if you do this, they are convinced you're a good cook. Okay, I think we are done.
Okay.
So very simple and easy. You know, this can actually serve 2, 3, or 4 person. Normally, what we'll do is also, what I'm actually using is actually a very unique non-stick pan from Lagome.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be in Philippines very soon, in some of the SM malls and things like that. So, I think in the first, second quarter, you'll be here. So a bit of oil, and then you can look at it, it's so clean. Let's get 2 cracked egg. You can see this. So normally, how I like my eggs is fried egg is very amazing. As a kid, egg is one of my favorite items. Even my kids and things like that. 2 fried eggs with plain rice or fried rice, it brings so much joy.
Yeah.
Life can be so simple, so easy. It's a matter of choice. I love my egg to be sunny side up, so a little bit uncooked on the top.
Yes to that.
Just imagine, I can dig into this anytime.
This is it, guys. Tapos na. I am so excited to try it finally. Chef John, should we name this? Should we name our salted egg fried rice?
Let's call it simple, not simply, simple fried rice.
Simple fried rice. Let's talk about that before I try this because I love the message that you're bringing in the table.
Yeah, because what happens is that really over years of cooking and things like that, playing with expensive ingredients and things like that, I think the message that you and I will certainly agree is that life might be tough, it might be hard. A simple meal, some simple good thoughts, simple gesture, the joy that it brings you and change your life is going to go very far. The flavor is simple, but it touches you in your heart. The warmth and the feeling full and the contentment is really fantastic. So come, let's have a bite.
Sorry guys, mauna na ako.
Break the egg a little bit and then mix with the rice. It'll be even more flavorful.
Ooh. Why didn't we make more, chef? Why didn't we make more?
We can make more. We can make more.
Oh my gosh.
We will like it. It's really simple. Nothing fanciful, nothing complicated. Yeah, but the kind of joy, the kind of contentment, the kind of warmth that brings to your heart is the message that I want to pass out. And then to me, it's like, if I can do it, you can do it, everybody can do it. For me, be able to pass down the knowledge of food through your channel, to me, this is something the money cannot buy.
And I think that's a beautiful message, especially now that we're entering the holiday season. We are going to feast with our family, with our friends. It doesn't need to be expensive. Hindi kailangan maging mamahalin o extravagant yung isuserve natin sa kanila. A simple meal, as long as you're together, you can create beautiful memories.
Correct. Come, let's have a drink.
This is perfect for the Christmas, chef.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. And also Pusher's Tea to end our
Healthy?
episode.
Healthy, good taste and guilt-free.
There you have it, guys. I am so happy because this is not the only episode that we're gonna shoot with Chef John. I hope you guys learned something beautiful, something new, and huwag kayong mag-alala, meron pa siyang iluluto sa atin. I will see you again. Chef John, thank you very much for this wonderful episode, for this wonderful time.
I'm really grateful. Very blessed to be on your channel. Really, really.
All right, don't forget to follow all our social media accounts right here. Alright, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below if you want Chef John to create more dish in the future. I will see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.